Alright, Banshee Fever 750 coming at you. Picked up a new tool. You see it's a Pittsburgh portable tire changer. Ideal for shop, farm, and job sites. Let's see, the range for this little guy here is, you can see there's 7.5 inch to 16-inch rims. So this is suitable for ATVs, including flotation tires up to 12.5, 16-inch. So that's pretty good. So if you got swampers or mudders on your ATV, and on a utility, this will do it. There's a picture of what it looks like. And I didn't do the unbox and review because, well, I was just kind of pressed for time. And the whole point of buying this tool was, as you can see, the Banshee, the ZX7R Banshee is up on the stands because I'm powder coating the rims. So what happened was I ended up having a hard time. Let's take a walk over here. I ended up struggling a little bit with the tires. Even though they're bead locks, they actually were giving me some fuss on the one end. Somebody decided to use some super strong adhesive. I mean, I don't even know if it's liquid nails or what they use, but whatever it was pretty fierce. See, but these tires are pretty roached, but I may put them back on because some of the trails I go right on, they actually have paved roads as well. But so what? Let's see. All right. So, anyways, the main reason why I wanted to get this was because I had problems with the beads. I got the bead locks off, and that worked out pretty good. But the one side was still stuck on the rim. It was giving me fits, and I saw a bunch of the homebrew style of bead breakers, and then I saw a bead breaker that was actually, hey pup, I saw a bead breaker that was actually just a bead breaker, and I was like, well, that was about 60 bucks, and excuse me, and then I saw this guy on sale for $42 at Harbor Freight. So I said to myself, I said, you know what? For less money, I can get a tool that actually can mount the tire and remove a tire, let alone break a bead. So I ended up buying this guy for $42, and I'll tell you what, it was pretty awesome. Putting it together was simple. 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 bolts, and put the legs on. I guess you can mount it on a pallet, which I would recommend. Mount it, because I was struggling with it. But like I said, I was in a hurry and I didn't have time to put it on a pallet. But this guy really works. I'm thoroughly impressed. I was stuck and struggling with the beads and using a floor jack, and taking two 2x4s and a 4x4 and then pipes and all kinds of things. And I was like, you know what? It says, for the $42, it was on sale. I said, you know what? I'm going to save myself the trouble. And not only that, I haven't used this part yet, but it's going to be nice to be able to put the tires back on other ATVs that I have that don't have bead locks. This will definitely make life easier. So I thought this was worth the $42 investment. It comes with the pry bar here for the beads, for the rim, which I ended up using that also a little bit. Then you got this end over here, which will help you get the bead over the lip, and the tire bead over the lip of the rim. And then it also use this bar here, actually use it as a leverage bar also. That goes there. So you set your rim on here, and you can see it up against the stop. Now this isn't a tutorial on how to use it. It's just kind of showing you what I ended up doing. I mean, there's instructions for this. I could have made a video of me doing it, but like I said, I was kind of in a hurry. The powder coater was sitting there waiting for me, and he actually allowed me to bring him the rims on a Sunday. So, and this guy's open Saturday, so he's open 6 days a week. So he actually came in, you know, on his day off, opened the shop for me so I can bring my stuff over. So I didn't have time to make a video of me taking the tires off the rim, but this guy worked really good. Like I said, you can pick it up at your local Harbor Freight, or I'm sure there's other places and they go by different names, but let's see if I can get you, see item number 69686. And I'm really happy with this overall. I mean, it saved me a lot of fuss. I mean, it did the job. Like I said, I was struggling. The bead locks, they lock the bead on the one side. You take the ring off, and the bead's off on the one side. But then the back side has a bead on it also, just like a regular style type of rim. So you got to push the, you got to pop the bead out and slide the rim through. And like I said, I was struggling with it, and I said, you know what? I said, this is enough of this. You know, I'm not playing around anymore. You know, I saw it on sale for $42, and I was like, I jumped on it. So maybe one of these days when I put the wheels back on, or not the bead locks, maybe I'll play around with it and put the bead locks back on, the tires back on, the bead lock rims using a tool. Or if I decide to replace the rims on that Banshee, the tires, you can see that. Those tires need to be replaced on a Black Widow Banshee. So when I put the tires on that within the next couple months, we'll go on ahead and do a tutorial on this bad boy right here. So I'll make a nice video on how I use it. But definitely lubricants, you got to use the lubricants, soap. So all right, Banshee Fever 750, just wanted to share that with you. If you're struggling with your beads, run to your local Harbor Freight store, or whoever else, you know, carries this type of, you know, off-brand tire changer slash portable tire changer bead breaker. I definitely recommend it. This is better than, you know, pinching your fingers and trying to fasten up 2x4s and using your floor jack, because at the same time you can put the tire back on and take it off the rim, even if it's not a bead lock. I mean, which is this is what this is made for, is pulling tires off of rims and stuff like that. Flotation tires. So guys that are running flotation tires on their 3-wheelers, or you know, TRX 90s and little things like that, and you can use this guy on that too. That's what it's designed for. But I would definitely mount it on a pallet or do something for the legs to extend it, because I was definitely struggling. I had one foot on one side and one foot on the other, and I was doing a balancing act all at the same time. I mean, I could have been in a circus. I mean, it was quite funny. So there you go, one last shot. Like I said, this is not a tutorial on how to use this thing. This is just kind of just sharing an idea that worked out for me, and maybe this idea will work out for you. Banshee Fever 750, over and out.